Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amanda, and this is Dead Garden Tarot. Um, you can check out my homepage. I have a link for my Instagram page. I do polls on that as well in my stories. If you're into music and art, there's a lot of that. I want to make some changes to the channel this month. I'd like to try and get more of a schedule going. Just trying to wait for guidance on that. I've been making some notes. Yeah, so that I can be a little bit more consistent. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now with this. You know, when I'm guided, I do it and whatnot. So, I'm going to do another reading also later tonight. Spirit is telling me to do a second reading, so I will. I had to start this over because I got a phone call and it cut off. So I pulled from the Moonology and we got emotions are running high with a super moon. We have faith in your dreams. Your commitment is being tested. And a new romantic cycle begins. And on the bottom of the deck, prosperity lies ahead. So whatever it is that you're going through, the outcome is going to be good. And it seems like we have like a lot of like the phases of the moon that have come out, right? We have like the super moon. And then we have like the thumbnail, right? Which is the waxing crescent. I'm not really looking at what it is. I'm just looking at like the actual moon itself. Then we have like a half, which is like the first quarter. And then we have like the new, which is kind of like blacked out. So I feel like someone is going through some sort of trial right now, and being tested with how loyal and committed they are to their dream, and how much they really want it, the work that they're being put in, the work that is being put in. And all these cards are purple, so there's a lot of dreams and visions and like heavy crown chakra opening, I find. The first card that popped out was the element of water. Yeah, so heavily in your emotions, learning to like surf those and navigate those, and things are like flowing and things are fluid. Yeah. So you could be going through a trial, like court-wise. It doesn't have to be that. It could just be your commitment, like in your dreams. It could be a job. It could be whatever it is that you're working on, or whatever it is that you want to accomplish, right? It could be your commitment towards a relationship of some sort. Tornado was the next card that came out. Yeah, so with the emotions that are running high and this being in your the element of water, trusting your intuition and kind of going with the flow, that's interesting because there was a card that came out yesterday in my stories, and it was a tornado. So things, and you know, in tornadoes, air, and with this crown, so someone's heavily in their thoughts, and things are probably swirling around, the debris of everything that's been going on, especially if you're being tested, especially if you're going through some type of court trial, whatever that might be. There's definitely an over and done with, there's a complete ending, and there's a total like breakdown of that. I feel like I feel like justice is prevailing. I feel like someone is really getting their comeuppance. Just from the signs that I've been getting. Church. Yeah, the principle of it all. family values, your structure, belief system, tradition. Yeah, this could be like a divorce, and it could be the breakdown, and with the crown chakra, the tornado, that could be the way that you used to believe things, like how they were and how they should be, what you were taught, what you grew up with. That could be like religion, it could be spirituality, it could be relationships and marriages and how family is supposed to like work out. Yeah, have faith in your dreams. Ahead of the pack. Yeah, you're right where you need to be. You may feel like you're behind or like things are stagnant, but you're actually like a lot farther. And it's interesting because like I remember that story, and they made it into a movie, and it was about like a dog race, and or even like the tortoise and the hare, right? You like think that you're behind, you think that it's like, but then like the tortoise ends up winning in the end, right? Or it turns out that like everyone else on the trail, like things happened, and then when you come around to like the last stretch, it turns out like you're in the running, you're in the lead. You're getting things done, you have persistence, the will to win, like you're dominating. Alpha male. That's really good. I feel like there's a really strong grounding. I just felt like almost like a tree trunk, like in my head, like grounding itself, having faith in your dreams and really settling down in that, like building that structure, that hard foundation for the future. And because it has romantic cycle here, I really feel like this is about a new relationship. So maybe this person is different from your usual type, even because of the change in things. Yeah, tree. Well, trees are coming out a lot. I did a tree card today. Yeah, grounded, your lineage, your roots, your personal growth, you're evolving. I heard like you're evolving out of your skin. Yeah, so you're shedding your old skin. You're evolving into and growing into, God, I just felt like this strength, like you might even be working out and gaining muscle and like working really hard. Maybe you do like hard labor even. Yeah, there's a vitality and a health about this. Okay, your commitment is being tested. What can I get for that? Wow, okay. Okay, this is definitely about a new relationship. I mean, there's definitely no doubt now. Ring. Yeah, a pact, a cycle of trust, an alliance, a commitment, a contract, a partnership. Yeah, a promise. Maybe you made someone a promise. Your commitment is being tested to whatever love you're feeling for this person. Your heart. Yeah. I feel like that should go in the middle. Because even with the tree, there's fertility on this, right? The growth of, I just heard an enterprise. Maybe your growth and your commitment, I heard formulating goodwill. Your goodwill testimony? Yeah, you're having faith and goodwill, like in the Lord above, that he's going to carry you through. So maybe your commitment in God and what you believe. Yeah, heart, love, desire, joy, affection, forgiveness is in this as well. Passion, grasshopper. Yeah, leap of faith. Yeah, faith is really heavy in this. Again with the prosperity and luck. And this even has birth of a son. Maybe you want to have a family. So family, faith, structure, the foundation, the groundedness. Yeah, this is giving heavy country vibes. Country song vibes. Love it. Okay. A new romantic cycle begins. So your commitment is being tested in love and the love that you have for someone. Take it how it resonates. Put yourself where you belong. I mean, come on. Okay, Celtic knot. There you go. Unconditional love, a divine union, an eternal love, enduring. Yeah, the enduring of these trials, the enduring of your faith, the enduring of this connection. 20, the number 24 might be significant, and 24 adds up to a 6. The end, mutable. Yeah, maybe more is needed. Seeing both sides, being changeable, being wise, being open-minded, being connected. I'm just wondering, I'm getting, because it says forgiveness on here, and the testing that's going through and the enduring that is going through, maybe there is some sort of obstacle that you might have to get over in communication. Communication came out today as well. With this person that you are coming towards, that you're interested in, that you're being tested with this love. Okay. Yeah, lighthouse is on the bottom. A guidance system, a safe passage. Magnet. Yeah, there's a longing, a desire, and a gravitational pull, and an attraction with this person. Spring, a surprise. This might happen in spring. Spring is coming up real soon. Okay. Excellent. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, we're gonna get more into this. I think this is pretty straightforward, but I kind of want to know a little bit more. I want to know about these emotions that are running high, this tornado, and this water. The Three of Wands. I feel like you're standing your ground. Which is interesting because with this tornado in this house, it's and the road here, it's almost giving me like Wizard of Oz vibes. Like you're no longer living your life in black and white. You're gonna be moving into color. You're gonna be like following that yellow brick road down to love, to self-love, to the love of your life, by the looks of it. I didn't catch that. There's a word that wants to come out that I can't hear. What about this Three of Wands and these emotions running high? Okay, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has been heavily coming out everywhere. Like, he keeps showing himself. It doesn't matter like where I turn, whatever I watch on, it's like Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. So this is about a Knight of Wands going through this. That's why I was saying I was getting very male or like vibes with like the strength and the trunk and like the working out. And again, there's no gender in tarot, so put yourself where you belong. I just feel like I've been picking up on a male specific, like, I don't know, in the last like few months or something like that, where he's been going through something heavy and he's really being tested and guided. I heard he's like fighting a dragon. So it could be fighting like a fire sign. Could be fighting the fire, like fighting fire with fire. I have like a little dragon plushie. Oh, so cute. And that just like fell. So I was like, oh, there's the dragon's down. Yeah, I'm getting like the Lord of the Rings where Smaug gets like shot down because he has like that one scale that's open and they have to like shoot that arrow through it. So maybe you got a sign or you found the weak point in something and that was able, like a piece of information that was able to get this justice that you needed, right? For justice to prevail. Okay. That took a while to come out, but okay, cool. Have faith in your dreams. 7 of Cups. Yeah. You have like lots of options. And I don't mean options in the sense of like people. I mean like you're filling your cups. Like options in like to help you, options in like a bountiful way to fill your life. And the 8 of Wands is coming up. Yeah, a lot of again, this is a communication card and it's fire. So I just feel like there's a desire in communication. Oh, I just heard sexy talk. Okay. Maybe you and this person you're coming towards, this romantic, this new cycle, there is a type of communication between the two of you that is very fiery, but also like fiery in like a desirable way, but also in a very sweet and smooth talk kind of way. Like almost like you have your own type of communication between this person. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, see, and even with these cups, right? So like this looks like a monitor lizard, right? So maybe like this is what you're facing right now. And he's kind of like, yeah, okay. But then you have all these like awesome other ones, right? You have like the mushroom that's like glowing by the sun. So again, with this crown chakra, your crown is opening, right? You have this insight, you have this spiritual knowledge now, you have this wisdom, right? You've been learning, you're filling your cups with like wisdom and knowledge, and maybe you're learning different things and researching different things. You're gaining your money. Yeah, you're overcoming your mountain, you're building your structure, you're having faith in God. And I just heard you're having faith in the fire. You know, dealing with a fire sign, like, you can get burned, but if you learn how to alchemize fire and you learn how to hone it, and fire, like, within, right? Fire in your heart, fire within your soul or in your sacral. You're learning how to constructively use that for your benefit. You know, holy fire, if you will. Okay. This is the Strength card. Yeah. Strength card. A commitment is being tested. You are strong. Again with this tree. Again with all the work that you've been doing. The strength in your desire, the strength in this love that you feel for this person, the strength in your commitment towards them. And because it's like a femaleness, you could probably see her as someone who's really strong as well. What else with this commitment being tested? Okay, so the Devil came out. I feel like you're being tested in, yeah, in the 3D stuff, right? You're being tested. So when I first saw this card, I thought of obsession, right? So people think that obsession is bad, but the thing about obsession is it can be constructively used. Like, if you look in the world about the people that are obsessed about a specific topic or obsessed about, you know, a job that they do or whatever, in order to be, you have to be determined, but you have to be obsessed. Like, you know, people that play an instrument and are beyond, you know, geniuses that are into math and whatever else, like, there's an obsession behind that, and you have to have that obsession in order to get the job done, in order to make it happen, in order to, you know, be the person that you want to be, that God wants you to be. So being obsessed about the right things is important. I just heard mastery and overcoming. So you're mastering your dark side. You're mastering, I heard integrated. You're mastering the 3D world. So whoever this Knight of Wands is, mastering the 3D world, that's emperor shit. You're becoming an emperor. Okay, what about this new romantic cycle? Well, this is the Empress. You see her as the Empress, this lady, this love of your life. I heard she deserves it all. Well, the Empress does, right? Okay, come on. The Ten of Cups. She's your Ten of Cups. The world is in your hands. The Two of Wands. There's a lot of fire going on in this. Yeah. This Knight of Wands who's mastering himself and mastering the 3D world. There's like a male smiling. He's gonna give you the world. And that's also to say that, like, he has the world in his hands because he's now integrated himself. He's alchemized what he's needed to do. He understands, like, elements. He understands the emotion. He understands, like, the fire. He understands all of that. He's made it through. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because this is like a pure success, pure, like, prosperity, overcoming not only your obstacles in the 3D, but overcoming yourself and evolving yourself. This is amazing. Whoever this is for, good job. I mean, great job, fantastic. Like, pat yourself on the back. I heard like a really big, deep breath. Like, you're moving into so much great stuff. You just have to, you know, keep going and keep pushing. It's almost over. And there's nothing but beauty on the other side of this, and happiness and fulfillment. Yeah, so if that resonated with you, like it, you know, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and peace. God bless.